I want to have your attention because our industry is made up of many legends, and this year the ATVA board has chosen to recognize two of those. Although no longer with us, their legacy has made an everlasting impact on us and our industry. Our first inductee signed on one of the first LP TV stations in Texas in February of 1982. That's going back to the very beginning of LP TV. He then went on to launch 9 more stations, all broadcasting Christian programming 24 hours a day. He also headed an orphanage and school in Honduras for over 20 years before recently turning them over to another organization. A champion for low-power TV, he fought hard for LP TV stations and free over-the-air programming that they offer. Dr. Paul Broyles made hundreds of filings, wrote letters, and encouraged us all to do as well. And if you read the LP TV loop, you know what I'm talking about. Thank you, Dr. Paul James Broyles, Jr., founder of the International Broadcasting Network, IBN, for your leadership through the years. You will be missed. And I'd like to have Paul's wife and widow, Paulette Broyles, come up now. She's the acting president of International Broadcasting. If she would kindly say a few words. Paulette?
Children and our 6 great grandchildren, thank you. We appreciate it very much for you honoring him. Paul and I were married 50 years and 8 months ago, and I had no idea the adventures that we would have through those years. During the years he worked as a legal counsel for Texaco, we traveled all over the world and lived several different places, and it was while we were in London that he felt a very strong call from the Lord to come back to the United States and start this broadcasting network. And he's made a lot of sacrifices. Our family made a lot of sacrifices to do this. But I just thank you so much for honoring him for 34 and a half years. He had the privilege of doing this. And we're just missing very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Paulette. Our next honoree was an engineer who brought radio, television, and distance education to the rural West, a pioneer in creating the West's first network of television and radio translators in the 1950s and 1960s. These translators deliver broadcasts from Salt Lake City to rural communities in Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, Nevada, and Idaho. Kent Parsons, a 37-year employee of the University of Utah, was instrumental in expanding the coverage of public stations KUED, KUEN, and KUER. The translator network he helped design, install, and maintain now serves more than 1 million residents in the West. Parsons served many years as vice president of the National Translator Association. Considered by many as the father of TV translators, there are stories of him literally hauling 2 transmitters on horseback to mountain peaks in Utah during the 50s and the 60s. The effort resulted in today's extensive television translator network in Utah and was a model for the nation. Kent Parsons, we honor him and his family tonight as a new inductee to the ATVA Hall of Fame. And we will carry this to the NTA convention for presentation in Reno next month. And now someone who's in the room with us tonight. a true veteran broadcaster for Low Power TV. This guy was in LPTV before it was cool. Our new Hall of Fame member, Mr. Ron Bruno. Let's welcome Ron. Ron, come on up and say a few words.
Wow, 22 years of running this event, I never got an award. Now I quit running it, and now I got an award. This is great. Awesome. Well, first of all, thanks a lot, ATVA. I really, really appreciate it. And not only do I work hard, but all those years that we worked so hard to try to further our industry. There was hundreds and hundreds of people that helped out. Most of you are in this room. And all I want to do is thank all of you for helping me move this low-power television industry forward like we did. Thank you.